Good afternoon in the early afternoon. Golf fans, Frank here, Rich as I am every day to the society. Give you the weekend wrap up, the week's schedule upcoming through next weekend, and play the daily round. So just jump into there first at the TGC Amateur Society. And first, just take a quick look here, scheduling. Now, over the weekend, we have done the where are we? Yeah, okay. We just wrapped up the FedUps Cup 10,000 credit championship. That was a four-rounder running from Thursday through yesterday. You see Mr. Knight Kapal won with 11 under. CJ McPherson in second with 9 under, and who's 49.74, finishing at -4. Um, all credit and compliments have been given Mr. Knight Kapal at our society group chat on PlayStation, and just kind of interesting how the those two top scores kind of matched up with the results of yesterday's FedEx Cup Tour Championship, with Tiger taking the win, followed closely behind. I don't know, just kind of add some, I don't know, some justification to the settings we use, which I think best reflect playing golf, away from any video game concern. So now what comes today? We have two rounds at Strawberry Fields for 1,000 credits or coins, I should say. At my Central Park 9 course, it'll be twice around, one in morning lighting and the second in there just to mix it up. When I made that, I tried to get some lighting effects with haze and stuff like that on that autumn theme, and tried to just, I don't know, keep the lighting not too bright, so the trees kind of look natural instead of just in your face. Tomorrow we're going to head out to Eastern Point, which is, believe it or not, Knight Kapal's newest course he published up, 18 holes. Wednesday, we're going to be hunting Wabbit at the Blackfriars Hunt and Golf Club, which is a Big Cat Wayne course, I'm pretty sure. Thursday, we're going to be heading out to Emerald Lake for the Jewel in the Crown, another one-day event, standard costs and prizes for a weekday. Now, here's the thing. Coming up this weekend, Friday through Sunday, is the Ryder Cup championships being held at Le Golf National. I guess that's how you pronounce it, in France. I looked for a while looking for an RCR of that course. There isn't one. However, there is this TGC France Ryder Cup edition, which, from what I can tell, is a pretty decent representation of the course. The whole order is a little changed up from the actual course, but I think it's all there, just a little bit of different order. So what we're going to do is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we're going to be playing one round. The first one is worth 2,000 coins. Second day, Saturday, is worth 3,000 coins, and the last round is worth 5,000 coins. So everybody's got a chance to make some money, some funny money over the weekend. What I've done is starting off with some up tees in soft, really soft, moderate conditions. The tee is going to be moved back a bit for the second round to the second hole tee position, firming things up just a little bit without going concrete. And then there are actually 5 tee boxes on this course. The last 3 are basically the same yardage. Look at the tee boxes there; all the markers are right there. So maybe it shows like there a yard difference. I don't even think that's accurate, but that's what it shows. And that's going to be so, from the back tees to one of the pin positions, and things are going to be firming up. The wind's going to be a little bit higher up there too. and a different time of day lighting conditions is going to be prevalent throughout all three of these. One's going to be the morning, one's going to be the noon, one's going to be the dusk. So actually, we're looking at dawn, noon, and dusk as we get through all three of these. But there'll be single round standalone events, not like we did with the FedEx or FedUps Cup here, which was 4 rounds that you could play over 4 days. They just try to put up 1 round a day. That's kind of the plan. So anyway, so as you can see, we had it showed we had more participants. I guess a lot of guys didn't finish. So I guess if you started, you're included as a participant. You would have paid your coins to play if you didn't finish it. Not a whole lot I can do with it about it, but as you can see, Nike put in 4 under par rounds, as did CJ. Who's 4974 was confronted somewhat by the second round. That would have been the Friday round, and the rainy, soft, sloppy conditions, which I put in there just, so it reflects, somewhat of a reality for any, 4 round course, or 4 round tournament I've ever seen. Even the Masters, the Open, stuff like that. The weather and conditions vary, quite a lot from day to day. Sometimes it could be a high wind day, it could be a rainy day where everything, you know, is up in the air because it gets sloppy, and then they have lift clean in place rules sometimes. They give you relief from standing, casual water and stuff like that. So anyway, the first round started at pretty moderate conditions. Then we had the rainy day conditions, and then we had the improving conditions for round three to the number one pins, which I expected to be kind of a moving day, which I don't know. I guess for some of the guys that kind of held true, and then things firmed up and got a little windier in the fourth round. Just to put out a variety of course conditions over the course of a 4 round tournament. So that was the whole point there. We work with what we have here for setting this kind of stuff up. So anyway, today I'm going to head out and play the Strawberry Fields Warrington coins I donated in just to support this. We're going to play 9 in a morning lighting, and then we're going to play another 9 in afternoon lighting here just to change things up. I might have firmed up the conditions a little bit on the course for the second go round. I don't even remember what I did because it was days ago. So anyway, I see CJ McPherson is already out showing 4 under after 4. This is not a hard course. It wasn't meant to be. It was supposed to be an enjoyable course, and pleasant atmosphere and surroundings. That was the goal there. See Nike's out there 2 under after 4. Mr. Joey Man, who's have already started, probably finished already, but that won't update until I actually get into it. So I will head out and play. As usual, Monday to Friday, nothing special. It's 50 coins to play per round, or per 18 holes is how I do it, and 100% payout there. Nothing fancy except for the fact I threw 1,000 coins in there just to sweeten the deal because it was my course. All right, so we'll head on out. Johnny McCarthy will greet us after the loading screen, and play to 9, take a couple-minute break, and come back and do the other 9. And what I was talking about earlier as far as the everyday difficulty settings, beyond any club set choice you make, which, you do what you want to do to have fun. Everything is off with the exception of the lie grid, which helps on those extreme fairway lies. Helps you a little bit on the putting green, so you can see kind of how things are lying, within 6 feet of where you're standing. The rest is, what you got to figure out for yourself. And we have the approach and putting camera on, just so, when you're, right around the green, or, within 45 yards anyway for pitches, or up around close where you're trying to figure out, flops or chips or whatever like that, you can activate the approach and putting camera and kind of take a look around, see which way the flag is leaning, which way the cup is leaning, helps you, line up landing spots for chips or flops, and, helps you get a little bit of a read on the putting. So anyway, we're going to head out and do this first one, playing from the black keys, which were the tips, to flag location number 2, which is, reasonable, not crazy. I try not to get too crazy with the slopes on the green. I really, don't think anybody, some guys master it. I don't think anybody really enjoys it. So, all right, so we're going to head out and begin the round. Loading screen, Johnny McCarthy, cue Johnny McCarthy. Load screen's a little bit longish today. I don't know if they did some server update or not.
My name is John McCarthy, and I am oh so glad that you chose to join us for today's event here on the TGC Network. And this is the first round of the event, and we are ready to go. Let's get down to that first tee.
If you look a little bit to the left there, if you can see it, I got a golf cart racing track there, just for fun. We're hurting. Well, yeah. Should come up the side.
I'm not sure exactly where this will end up, but it could be.
Yeah, go a little sideways. No, not terrible. Yeah, went too slow on that. Didn't give it a chance for the wind to really do anything with it. My swing has been like off again. I had no luck over the weekend at East Lake, and this is not turning out to be anything special. Anyway, so within 45 yards, I can activate the approach putt camera. Just kind of get a look at things. Not really sure what I want to do with this, other than I just probably want to see if I can flop it on up there.
Oh, would you look at that? That was a beauty of a shot.
Well, it was right on target, obviously, but did me no favors smacking into the flag.
And this putt is needed to save par.
See over there, I got a little golf cart racing track. Farther in the distance, I got a Ferris wheel thing going on there, which it's well in the distance, so you can't see what I really had to do to make it, but. We got 63, 163 on the putt speed. Okay.
And this one's for the bogey.
It's fine. It's a helicopter coming in for a landing on that tall building over there, but it's not in motion. All right, so CJ is 4 under after 5. Knight's only managing 1 under. Joey Man the same. Who's Jance, Shell, Drake, and Cap all have been out there. Okay.
And now let's move to the second hole. looks like a 7-iron. Looking good.
Ooh, I thought that was going to be my first hole-in-one there for a second. I used the wind, I took less club, and
Bogey's
I
on the
went
green.
fast,
Time for
fast there
putting.
to get that
This
draw and
one's
a
about
little
a
bit of extra yards
7-footer.
out of that 169 club.
For the birdie.
Okay, puts me back to even. All right, who's out there? 1 under after 4. Chance 1 under after 4. All right, nobody's eating it up too much, except CJ's doing pretty well.
And now
He
let's
came in
move to the
second
third
over the
hole.
weekend, so he's a good player. All right, so long par 4 coming up here. See, my yard markers are properly in the fairway surface. A little bit of trouble up there on the right just before the green, which really only comes into play on the number 4 pin location where you got to get over it to get to the flag.
Oh, this one's looking pretty good.
Probably the best drive I've hit in days. So we're
From
about
here,
180 out.
190 yards to the pin.
190 out. I think we can go with our 7-iron here. The wind's helping a little bit. Get a little bit of fast with that.
And going with the 7-iron on this one.
No.
Well, that
Oh,
shows
that's going to be bad.
not too good.
Oh, just cleared the rocks. Okay. Would have been the right club if I had just gotten the right groove on it.
And in the end, this actually ended up on the green.
On it really flattened out. I could have sworn that was going to head right. Okay.
And this for the par. Solid putt.
Oh, I got a little restroom going on over there. All right, so okay.
And teeing off on this next hole. Wind could be an issue on this one. And, well, I guess we're about to find out.
All right, now we are heading north. There's the Ferris wheel over on the left there that I cobbled together with a few different assets and golf carts. Up here we crossed the road. People are hanging out there watching the golfers. Even got the painted lines for the crosswalk. Let the wind help me out there a little bit.
And I think he will like that. And about 200 yards to the pin.
Another one here I can.
And here's
I
the
give a
6
little
iron.
draw it against the wind there. Brace it up against the wind. Maybe bounce up onto the green. Yeah. On the green, but putting from a different zip code. I guess it's on the green. Oop, okay. I don't have to putt. All right.
And he's probably going to like that.
I'd rather have that chip than that putt I was going to have. Absolutely.
And I think he's going to like that. And this for the birdie.
Get to the back of the cup. There we go. To get to the back of the cup, you will get to the front of the cup. All right, so one stroke under now. After 4. Catching up to Who's and the rest. Just a couple behind Nike and frankjfUSA so far here at 3 and 4 under after 8 holes. We'll see how this goes.
And now setting up on this par 3.
Par 3 over the water here. A little concession stand on the dock over there going on. Pin location in the back of the green with a runoff into a fairway surface beyond the green if you go along. 156 to get there. 156, huh? Alright, so I got a good feeling about muscling this 8 iron on there.
And here's an 8 iron.
Just got onto the green.
Unlucky on that approach shot.
Got a little crooked at the top. That would have been good.
Reason behind that.
You can stop now. Yeah. Too far. Into the runoff area. Alright, not good.
Yeah, it's about 3 feet to the cup from here.
Oh well. Back to even par.
And now the 6th hole.
Got some folks over there feeding the ducks. Sailboats on the lake. Bunker complex there on the left. Short holes still though. Almost lucky.
And he's probably not too happy about that.
Got it up pin high.
I think he'll like that. Okay, 31 feet out. Just missing here. And about 6 feet away. And the par putt will drop. And next up we have a par 5 hole.
547 yard par 5. Alright, so we got, okay, it should blow us. Should keep us in the fairway. Yeah. Right out past the 200 yard marker. Should have about 195
like
in.
From 240 yards away.
Oh, that's to the front of the green. That's a big green. My mistake. Yeah. Yard markers are to the front of the green just so it's always consistent and you don't mistake it for distance to the flag. Alright, so 212. Okay. A little bit of wind helping there. I think we can get this out there.
Looks like the hybrid is on display here. And this one's definitely heading towards the green.
Yeah, but it's not gonna funnel to that flag position over on this side of the green.
Okay, and hitting this par 5 and 2. That's some fine club work out there.
Yeah, I had a decent read on there.
And
Get
this
up here
putt
in
is
lag
for
range.
birdie.
Oh, hit it too hard.
And
Damn
it
it.
just misses.
Slammed it. Slammed it too hard.
And for the par.
Alright, 7 in. Alright, CJ is 4 under for the first 9. Knight just 1 back. Who's two back? Okay.
And
Could get
the
interesting
eighth
on the second nine.
hole is next.
And here we go. 466, 404. Got the crosswalks. People parked and watching the golfers go by. Another rock feature, which is common in the actual Central Park. 100-yard stakes there where it gets really narrow.
And this shot's looking promising.
Almost, yeah, just barely got away with it. Okay.
From about $1.50. And going with the 9-iron. I think this is going towards the rough here, folks.
Yeah. Just not quite enough there to
And nothing to
get it
write
on the
home
green
about on that
surface.
approach shot.
Yep.
Didn't have enough club on that one.
Yes, Johnny, you are right as always, sir.
And this putt's right around 2 feet.
Back of the cup.
And that one will drop for par. Okay, and on to the 9th.
Our signature hole with the MoMA Museum over there on the right with a bit of a waterfall. Some peeps hanging out.
And going with the 6-iron.
Come on, Win, do your
Heading for the
thing.
green.
Oh.
And unfortunately, that one actually ended up in the rough.
Yes, sir. I see that now, sir.
And tapping it in to end the round with a par.
All right, so even after 9. Okay, so we'll advance. No big shakes there. 4th place after the first round. All right, now what I'm going to do is, because it's been kind of tossed around that on these multi-rounders, if you don't totally exit, if you just advance, you're going to get the same pin locations from the first round, and I'm not even sure about it, but I'm going to back out, and I'll be back in about 5 minutes and head around for the second round. All right, microphone off for a few. Thanks for tuning in or hanging in if you are. Okay, we're back here, and we'll head on out. Play the 9 again to a different flag position. Set this one for afternoon lighting here. We'll see. It looks a little bit different. Mixed up the conditions a little bit too, just so it's not the same. Yeah, this is the black tees. We're stuck with one tee box here, unfortunately, but this one's to the number 1 pin, which should allow some easy putts. We'll see how this goes.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're ready for some golf because it's almost guaranteed to be a good time here on the TGC
Well, we got some
network.
different lighting
And
here,
as
some
we begin
afternoon
this event,
shadows.
our next golfer on the tee is within striking distance of the leader here. So let's see how this one plays out.
Oh, it went slow. Slow, perfect on that. Lost a ton of yardage. Really screwed up the power on that.
From here, about 210 yards to the pin.
Yeah, that's no good.
That looks like a 5-iron.
It should bounce up though. Just a little fast on that, counteracted the
He's
wind.
on the green,
Okay.
putter's coming out, and 11 feet to go here.
Oh, you dog. Moving on.
Setting up for this next tee off. Looks like a 7-iron.
Perfect on that. This should be good. It's not going to run off this time.
And this is for birdie.
Are you kidding me? Really?
Okay, and let's have a look
I
at
thought
the
that was
leaderboard.
flattening right up at the hole.
And next up is a par 4, folks. Well, this one's looking like it's finding the fairway. and about 230 yards to the pin. And here's the 5 wood. Well, this is definitely heading towards the green.
Kick left. Oh, more left.
"27 feet to the cup." Ooh, and it just doesn't drop. And that one's going to go for par. And now teeing off on the par 5. And nicely done, looking like we'll have some fairway here. From here, about 190 yards. Going with the 6 iron.
I got the fast draw on that one that I wanted the first time around.
Okay, and hitting this par 5 in 2 is going to set up some definite eagle possibilities. So close. 5 feet to go here. And that one will drop for birdie.
Got the one under. Still plenty of fun to
Okay,
go.
let's see what the 5th has in store for us. And going with the 7 iron on this one. This one's looking pretty good. And this one's for birdie. Long putt doesn't want to drop. And tapping in for the par. And moving on to the 6th here. And about 17 feet to the cup. For the birdie. Okay, and let's see what the 7th has in store. He's got to be pleased with that. Oh, this is a tough call. Could be rough, could be fairway.
It's going to be rough because there's that stretch of rough there leading up to the green.
And this for the birdie.
Ooh,
my
no,
goodness.
no. Too hard.
It's about
Rolled
6
through the
feet to
break.
go here.
Hold it through the break.
And a nice putt. And now setting up for the par 4.
Uh-oh. That's not going to be good. Closely almost wasn't. Okay.
Pretty sure he's going to like that one. And from 155 yards out. Going with the 9-iron here. This is heading towards the green. From 21 feet away. Oh my
Too hard.
goodness,
Sometimes
nothing
I
to be
don't hit them
ashamed of
hard
there.
enough.
That was a good long one, but
that's the
it
difference.
almost went. And now let's take a look at the leaderboard.
All right, one hole to go.
And on to the 9th hole.
Got a little bit of a false front here that'll drop back into that bunker if we're not careful.
Going with the 8-iron. This one's looking good, folks. And that approach is on the green. And a lengthy putt in the near future.
Yes,
right
made a putt.
into the cup.
Okay, made
Very,
one.
very nicely done.
Fell on the side, but I made it. Okay, all right, so that's it for today's event. Nothing going on there. Crappy swag anyway. All right, so finished that. All right, well, I got to favorite my own course. Give it some stars in case nobody else does. All right, so our leaderboard shows. All right, so looks like CJ took it by a stroke from Nike and Who's so far. I'm not sure if anybody else is going to get out to play today. It is a weekday after all. So, all right, so that's it for there. All right, so and tomorrow we're heading out for the Point of It All at Eastern Point by Night Capal. Hunting Wabbit at the Blackfriars Hunting Golf Club by Big Cat Wayne 23. Wednesday, the Jewel and the Crown at the Emerald Lake Golf Club for Thursday. And then again Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're out to TPC France for the Ryder Cup edition, which looks like a pretty fundamentally sound, good course to do this. Should match up well with what the professional players are doing at the Ryder Cup this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as well for their match play. I wish match play was something that could be engineered for society events, but it's just, you're pretty much stuck with stroke, and that's the way it is. So, all right, so that's it for that, and I'll thank you for watching as always, and we'll see you again tomorrow.